Hi everyone, thanks for checking out my YouTube channel. If you like this content, please hit the like and the subscribe button and please share with your friends. My name is Paige Innes. I'm with Gibson Sotheby's International Realty, and this week's market report in rentals, I'm breaking down the markets across Brighton, Brookline, Cambridge, and Roxbury, covering days on market, month-over-month rent shifts by unit size, and the key patterns renters, landlords, and investors need to know right now. So let's get into it. So the first rental market that we're going to talk about is Brighton. And Brighton, this is one has a really significant story this month. Volume jumped in a big way, but so did days on market. Properties are taking much longer to rent, and last month that was the headline here. Median rents edged down about 1.7% from last month. Above the asking activity stayed light. By unit size, studios and 1 bedrooms and 3 bedrooms all pulled back slightly. 2 bedrooms were the one bright spot. They were up about 6.1%. For landlords and investors, the jump in days on market is a red flag. Brighton is taking significantly longer to rent, which suggests pricing might need to be adjusted to attract the right tenant. If you're a renter that's looking in Brighton, it offers more breathing room right now, more inventory, longer availability, and softening rents across most unit sizes. Located right next to Brighton, we have Brookline. Brookline held steady and days on market didn't move. So the pace is consistent, but there are some interesting shifts that are underneath the surface. Median rents dropped about 6.9% from the last month, and above asking activity fell meaningfully. Fewer rentals are getting over asking compared to last month. By unit size, studios were essentially flat, 1 bedrooms dipped slightly, 2 bedrooms pulled back 1.9%, and 3 bedrooms saw the biggest drop, roughly down 13.5%. What does this all mean? For renters in Brookline, it's softening across the board, and 3-bedroom units in particular are seeing meaningful price relief. If you've been priced out of Brookline, this is the month data is worth paying attention to. For landlords and investors, the drop in above asking activity combined with softening rents suggests the market is cooling. Pricing competitively from day one will be a big thing here. Cambridge is the strongest rental market out of the 4 this week. Volume grew and pace improved from last month. Median rent rose to 6.3%. That's only neighborhood showing any median rent growth this week, and the vast majority of rentals closed right at the asking price. By unit size, all 4 units moved upward month over month. Studios essentially flat, up less than 1%. 1 bedrooms up about 1.5%. 2 bedrooms up 1.3%, and 3 bedrooms up by 0.9%. Cambridge's rental market is showing consistent growth across the board. For landlords and investors in Cambridge, it's your strongest performing market this week. Rising rents, high volume, strong at asking activity, and growth across every single unit size. If you have rental activity here, the market is working in your favor. Unfortunately, if you are a renter here looking in Cambridge, it's a competitive and getting more expensive. If you're considering Cambridge, acting sooner rather than later is the smartest move for you. The last marketplace we have in this rental report, we have Roxbury, and this market has transformed dramatically from the last month. Volume jumped significantly, days on market dropped in a big way, and the fastest improvement of any neighborhood we're covering here today. The median rent dipped slightly, down about 2.7%. The picture by unit size is mixed. Studios jumped significantly, up from about 24.8%. 3 bedrooms also rose strongly, up about 32%, but 1 bedrooms dropped 14.7%, and 2 bedrooms fell by 9.1%. For renters, 1 and 2 bedroom units are seeing real price relief, and Roxbury remains the most accessible price point of these 4 neighborhoods. For landlords and investors, the dramatic drop in days on market and strong positive signal, Roxbury is absorbing inventory much faster than last month. Studios and 3-bedroom demand look particularly strong based on pricing movement. It's worth keeping a close eye on. The takeaways for renters, Brighton and Brookline are softening, especially on larger units. Roxbury remains the most accessible price point for improving availability. Cambridge is getting more competitive, acts sooner. For landlords, Brighton is surging in days on market is clear signal to revisit your pricing strategy. Cambridge continues to be the strongest performer across all unit size for landlords. For investors, Roxbury is a dramatic turnaround in pace and early positive signals worth watching. Cambridge remains the most consistent and strongest performing rental market in this report. I hope you found this information helpful. Please hit the like and the subscribe button and follow me for more weekly updates on all my social media channels. I'll see you next week for another market report in rentals. I will be just covering Somerville, so I hope to see you next week for another market report.